This is me, about to spend 5,000 Robux to bust this crazy Rivals myth in the new update. But what's going on? See, the new Roblox Rivals Valentine's update is officially out, which means there's a bunch of new myths and bugs in the new update. And I thought it would be a good idea to find them all. So in this video, I'm going to be busting 22 myths in the new Roblox Rivals Valentine's update. And for our first myth, apparently there are brand new key skins. And if we go to the shop and we click keys, yeah, there's a new key thrower and a key spray. So let's just buy them real quick. And if we go to the shooting range, yep, there is the new flamethrower and dagger skin. And overall, they're pretty decent skins if I'm being honest. So yes, myth confirmed. For our next myth, apparently there are 3 new charms in the brand new Rivals update. And if we go to settings and we go to read the latest Rivals news, and we scroll down, there are 3 new charms. The new Elixir charm, the new Milo charm, and new Cashew charm. And to these 3 YouTubers, I'm trying to be the first one to unlock everything in Roblox Rivals. And if you 3 are watching the video, make sure to DM me privately because I need your charms to complete the challenge. And for our next myth, apparently the Katana was nerfed. I don't personally know if this was true. Let's test this out. Okay, it doesn't look nerfed quite yet. Okay, it seems like it might be a little shorter, but you see that? It just quickly flashed off. Let's try that one more time. Yeah, it just quickly goes off. So I kind of think the Katana was a little bit nerfed, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, and for our next myth, apparently the sniper was also nerfed. And if we hold out the sniper, yeah, it's extremely slow and kind of hard to aim. But the one cool thing about this myth is it's actually a pretty simple fix. If you go to settings, you can actually turn down the WoW scope setting and turn it to about 50, and then it goes to about normal. I'm going to say this myth is busted because it technically is quite a simple fix. Alright, and for our next myth, apparently there's a new code in the brand new update. And if you go to codes and scroll down and redeem the code community21, and yep, there is a new code in this update, and I got the community wrap for the energy rifle. Let's go try it on real quick. And yeah, so there is a new code, and it gives you this pretty cool purple and yellow wrap, and for free, it's not too bad. That myth is confirmed. But for our next myth, apparently we're at 10,000 subscribers. No, but we're racing to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so make sure to subscribe. And for our next myth, apparently there is a new map, and this new map is called Chess, so let's try it out real quick. And this map is pretty big, but overall, it's not too bad. I actually really enjoyed this map. Ooh, and I just backstabbed him. That was clean, bro. Oh, and that was one of the cleanest backstabs I've ever done. For our next map, there's apparently a brand new big map, and yep, it's called Big Stage right here, new release. And overall, this is definitely one of my favorite new big maps. And I think it's definitely pretty cool. You kind of get the station original look, and then there's like a whole new side of station that we have never seen before. So yeah, I'd say this map, I'd rate it a good 7 out of 10. It's definitely one of the coolest big maps, if not the best. And so that myth is definitely confirmed. And for our next myth, apparently there are brand new bundles. If you click the skin tab, there's a nostalgia bundle, a lovely bundle, and a balloon bundle. In the nostalgia bundle, there is the rocket launcher for the RPG, the hyper laser pistols for the energy pistols, Link's sword for Katana, fan hammer for Maul, dematerialized finisher, the heights wrap, and the happy home charm. And in the balloon bundle, the balloon dog charm, red rubber wrap, the balloon launcher, the balloon bow, balloon paintball, and the balloon axe. And lastly, for the lovely bundle, we have the pierced heart charm, the heartfelt wrap, the beloved bow, the broken hearts for the daggers, the cuddle bomb for the grenade, and the box of chocolates for the medkit. So yes, myth confirmed. And for our next myth, apparently you can use utilities in free-for-all. So you can equip any primary, any secondary, and any melee like normal. But apparently now you can equip utilities, which is extremely cool. This makes grinding contracts 10 times easier. So this myth is definitely confirmed. And for our 11th myth, apparently the new key skins have animations. And if you go to our new key skins, well, the flamethrower doesn't have any specific one, but sometimes it does this, which is definitely what I call a secret animation. And for the spray, I would say the reloading animation is definitely a secret animation. And for our next myth, apparently the new season of Rivals is actually coming up. And if you go to and talk to Sensei, and you say, why is the door shut? Click these buttons. He basically says, the new season is behind that door. So that myth is definitely confirmed. So if you're trying to grind out ranked, I would do so right away. And apparently in the brand new nostalgia bundle, these weapons have brand new sounds that sound like OG Roblox weapons. So let's test that out right away. Let's first equip the RPG, the energy pistols, the katana, and then the war horn. These three are brand new. And look at that pulling out sound. That is definitely OG Roblox. And look at that, that's the original RPG sound. These are also the new hyper laser guns, which is also OG. And these are one of the most original OG weapons in Roblox. Now let's test out the band hammer. And he's saying band hammer, bro, it's sick. It has slight sound effects, but it's nothing too crazy. It mostly has a default Maul sound effect, but has a slight sound effect. And I'm actually going to be surprising my friend with the brand new nostalgia bundle because it has all the original skins. And for our next myth, apparently there is a brand new note from developers. And if you scroll down in the patch notes, you can clearly see at the end a note from the developers. Rival will always be there unless you cheat, which is a really cool addition, especially because it's saying the hackers will get banned soon. And for our next myth, this is actually kind of a cool myth that I just found out recently. If you go to the shooting range, you can actually see the lobby from the shooting range, which is definitely a cool myth. So myth confirmed. And for our next myth, apparently there are 2 secret charms that almost nobody knows about. And if you go to the patch notes and you scroll down, you can clearly see there are actually 2 new charms that barely anybody talked about. The chest diorama and the big station diorama. So myth confirmed. And for our next myth, apparently the Maul was buffed. So let's head to the shooting range and test this out. And yeah, the Maul swings so much faster, and it actually has a secret move. If you right click in the air, you can actually slam down, which is extremely cool. So myth confirmed. And for our next myth, apparently there are 2 brand new wraps, Serenity and Firehorse, which is confirmed. There's a Firehorse wrap and a Serenity, which I've already purchased. And for our next myth, apparently Pixel Bundle was revamped. If you go to the Pixel Bundle, there's actually a brand new emote called Coin Block, and it's actually cheaper. The coin block looks something like this, which I'd say is pretty cool, and it's a pretty cool addition to the new Pixel Bundle. And for our next myth, apparently the settings tab has been revamped, and yes, it looks a whole lot different. And for our next myth, apparently the brand new teddy bear grenade is actually better than the keynade, and I need to test this out. So first up, we got the keynade, and it definitely has some pretty cool animations and some cool sound effects, and it has a whole key trail. But now let's test out the new teddy bear grenade and see if it is in fact better. It's called the Cuddle Bomb, and just based off the name, it looks sick. And the sound effects on this thing are actually sick, and it has its own animation special for this item. And if you throw it, it's actually insanely cute. Watch that. It blows up into a bunch of fluff. So this myth is actually not up to me, and this is up to you guys. Overall, I think the keynade is still better, but this teddy bear does look sick. And for our last myth of the day, apparently you guys are not subscribed, so make sure to subscribe. Anyways, that's all for today's video, so make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.